Hi guys, welcome to the Savvy Money Show with me, your host Sean. Today we're looking at earnings and we're looking at stocks as usual. Before we get into it, looking at a REIT, secure income. Now it's been battered down because it's in the office space, but trust me when I say I don't think office space going away. I know a majority of them going to be working from home, but my place, they are not offering working from home unless they have to, because it's added expense and they like to know what their staff are doing, and they want to make sure that staff are not playing hooky. So there are a lot of companies like that who still want to keep an eye on their staff. So anyway, on to the next one. And don't forget to hit that lovely like button, almost as lovely as me. Helps with the YouTube algorithm and getting the video out to more people. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Become part of the Savvy Money Show family. We give each other hints and tips and updates about stocks and shares we talk about on the show. As well as that, you can ask me to look into any share you want, and I don't charge a Discord fee or ask for a Patreon. All I do ask is for you to comment in the box below and hit the like button, even if you disagree with me, especially if you disagree with me. I like a debate, and if I do something wrong, I want you to call me on it so I can improve the channel. And why not check out the links in the description below? There's lots of offers. I've used each one of them myself. I wouldn't give you links if I haven't checked them out myself. If you're looking for a free trading platform which should trade your stocks and shares, you know, you can get a free share worth up to £200 for signing up and depositing a small amount. A free trade only requires a £1 deposit. The others require £100 or dollars, depending on which one you go for. Stake has over 3,500 US stocks on their books, which is the biggest one outside of the US. Whereas Trading 212 is one of the best and easiest platforms to use. But as I said, I use all three. Anyway, on with the show. I'm sorry, I'm not telling you enough about the financials. It's a PE ratio of 5.75. It gives a good dividend, which we've missed this year, but still, you've got a company that's 30-40% of what it was pre-Rona, and we can guess why, but I think it's worth risk. Now for the new SHLL or Helion. Yeah, obviously it's not. I consider Helion to be number one in the trucking conversion industry, and this to be number two. But it won't just deal with trucks, it will deal with mining equipment, shipping, and every other area. So it doesn't need to be number one. This company, I think, we all know with Spaq, post-merger, a couple of days after merger, you start seeing the selling off, people taking profits, and I think people who are in SHLL, this is where they will put their money, and you will see a rise. No, not in secure income, but Dinosaur. Now, Dinosaur, it's run up, yes, but there's a reason for that. It has come out with new fuel conversion type, so that basically it's more energy efficient. You don't get a black smoke out the back, you don't get as much NOS coming out the back, and you just have to top it up with distilled water. After a year you have to go in and get it recertified, and basically it's not as good as SHLL's product, but considering the vast market it goes into. It's pretty good. Now, before I move on, I do want to say, check out my video later on, because I will be releasing a couple of spreadsheets. I hope you're getting on well with the previous 2 spreadsheets I released, and so all my subscribers will have access to them. I also want to say, those of you who mentioned before I don't go into enough financial detail regarding my stocks, you will notice with my last video I tried including some financial details, breaking them down, and of course the video went on as long as some of my early videos, and the average view time was 49 seconds. So that is why I don't do a 45-minute video on 10 stocks anymore. That's why I just put the stocks there and allow you to do your own research and give you like the top things I like about it, rather than breaking it down. However, let me know in the comments below which ones you prefer, and we can discuss it. Now we have Peloton. I think they crash earnings. They are saying in their site that there's a month wait. I think they're playing safe. I think they, from what I've heard, it's only a 2-week wait, but they're playing safe. They are discounting their treadmill and bike because they're bringing out a new treadmill and bike, and I think won't be long before you see it over $100. So RH again beat earnings. I think that's a given. Sorry about this, but a bit of jaunty music, not bad, eh? But the thing about RH is going to be the outlook, whether the outlook is good enough or not. So I wouldn't hold through earnings. I'd play the run up and sell before earnings actually hit. Slack, I've been a long-term lover of Slack, and on this dip it's well worth it. I think Slack crashes earnings. We spoke about the work from home. A majority of companies will be working from home, but you will get some that won't. Slack, I think, capitalises on them, and the pros and cons of Slack. You have Shopify is a big supporter of them and their biggest customer. The cons: 20% of their customers is in the travel, is in the rideshare, is in the hospitality business, which is hit badly at the moment. I'm going to be hit for a while. However, I think they crash earnings and I think they'll rise. So I said for a while how when at $20 a share upwards, I said they're a buy. It's still a buy here, I think. I think they'll get to $50, if not higher, no problem. I'm definitely picking up a couple here. Nah. I know it's just a short one. I'm keeping it short because, as I said earlier, when I do the long ones, more in depth, people are not hanging around. I don't blame them. I'm a boring guy, just some idiot on the internet. So let me know what you prefer in the comments box, what you prefer, the in-depth one, or whether you want the short and sweet and you do your own research. I always advise you do your own research. And let me know whether you agree with my review of the earnings or not, and whether you like this dinosaur. I think it's going to be a good one. I could do an in-depth video if you want, because I think it's going to be a good one for the future. And I'll see you in the next video. Remember, stay safe, stay savvy, stay investing. Goodbye. Hi guys, just to carry on from before, if you remember speaking about Net Element before, I'm not sure who they was going to go with. They've just signed a letter of intent with Mullen Technologies. It's a diverse electric car maker. You have Mullen Automotive, Mullen Energy, Mullen Auto Cells, Mullen Funding Core, and Car Hub. Now, I think this is going to be a good one. Look at these cars. It's a nice car, but you have to make your own mind up. Speaking about electric vehicles, just in case you didn't know, the reason Tesla didn't get into the S&P 500 was the people who wanted Tesla to get in on their own steam, and not because of the carbon credits. Because what happens if all of a sudden the next president decides to sign an order that gets rid of carbon credits? You know, then when you think their profits, they wouldn't have been profitable without the credits, and then they'd suddenly drop out after forcing all these index funds, ETFs, to pick them up. And what happens if they've only just, as I said a month ago, they've only just hit the criteria, and they're very volatile, whereas Etsy, in my opinion, is undervalued, and it's the type of stock that will keep going up. Should be $135 a share. I'm sorry about the background noise. This is one of the pitfalls of filming outside. But anyway, let's go on to the next one. Oh. Now, apparently Barrett's Developments and Taylor Wimpey Countrywide Properties, basically 4 big house builders, being investigated by the CMA, the Competition Markets Authority, over what they call a lease trap. What they're doing is they're building these sky high properties, they're selling the leases to people, and hidden in these leases are ground rents that are low to start with, and then they're increasing year on year to a level that people cannot sustain, and people end up saying, I may as well be renting a property because I cannot sell a leasehold with that amount of rent included, and cannot afford to pay that. Now, CMA has asked for information. Persimmon Homes as well. Forgot to mention them. I have held shares in them at one point or another. I did sell out of them. I was down about £3, £4, nothing major in total on one, and I was up on the other because I needed the money for something else. Now, you always find that you know, the company and the board will take this very seriously. In other words, get the shredder out. But yeah, well, I can't get the shredder out anymore, it's all online. You remember when the internet first came out, lads? It was all, these companies were all, please enter your password, and we'd all have the same password for every company. Then companies got a bit rude and said, please put a capital in your password, and we changed the first letter to a capital letter. And more people used the internet, and it would be your password must have a capital, small caps and a number. So there'd be the capital at the start and number 1 afterwards. And then all of a sudden be capital, small caps, number and a special character. I didn't even know there was special characters. What's so special about these characters? So then we got to ask for information to find out what these special characters were, and then we'd put an exclamation mark afterwards. A few tech savvy people would put the internet @ symbol afterwards, but you know, those guys, they are the guys who didn't have to look on the information button. And now I bet you guys are thinking, I'd better change my password, aren't you? So anyway, if you can expect, once this comes out about Taylor Wimpey and Persimmon and the others, for it to fall even more, just when you thought it couldn't fall anymore. And people and YouTubers were saying we should be buying it up. Now, how do I think the market will go this week? Personally, I think tomorrow will be a sell-off. I think there'll be a FAANG sell-off, which isn't good for me because I've only just added Amazon. But I only have 4 shares in it, so it's not major. So I've got Google, I've got Facebook, so I will deal with that. As I said, that's why I have my book, which explains why I'm in them for the long term, not for the short term. I think there will be, this week there will be a sell-off during the week, and then I think towards the weekend it will start to stabilise. If not this weekend, then next week. Of course, today there's no US market because of Labour Day, but that means you can get your UK stocks in order, and then you can prepare. If you haven't checked out my stocks to buy in a dip and my valuations, then please check it out. Don't forget to comment in the box below. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm. And if you have made it to the end, you're amazing. I love you guys. And the reason for subscribing is later on in my next video, hopefully my next video, I will be uploading a couple of spreadsheets once they're finalised. For my subscribers. Now, I've done this in the past. I do this at random occasions, and I don't leave them on my web page because I just do it on the one video. So that's another reason to subscribe, because I upload multiple videos usually. And I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe, stay savvy, stay investing. Goodbye.